We just sent you a picture on 6369. It's the updraft right over Lawton, just to the north edge of Lawton. Just in case, maybe we better go back. Have to go 3 miles. I can see some rotation with it. It's probably about 4 miles to our northwest. Yes. I need another pick right now because this lowering just keeps getting lower to the ground all the time. We are about 5 miles northeast of Lawton. Yeah, we're looking to our northwest. We're going to send you a pick right now, as a matter of fact. This thing keeps getting lower about the limit. I can see a little bit of rotation with it too. Even at this distance, we're probably 5 or 6 miles from the wall cloud, but even this far away, we can see rotation with it. And it's getting better and better. Okay, Gary, we're going to have you a picture here in about 1 minute. We do have a funnel halfway to the ground. Funnel halfway to the ground. Capabilities of becoming a big tornado. Mark my word. Gary, we're sending you a pic right now. The funnel's halfway to the ground. Gary, we're seeing now a more well-defined funnel right now. We're seeing a better defined funnel right now. It's more well-defined. It's coming out the back edge of the wall cloud, kind of at a 45-degree angle. Okay, Gary, now we can see a thin little part of that funnel coming down to the ground, coming close to the ground right now. It's coming out of the back. It looks like to me it's occluding. It looks like it's starting to weaken. It's starting to rope out a little bit. It's out the back edge of the wall cloud, and it's coming out at about a 45-degree angle back towards the south. Gary, let me tell you, our inflow from the east-southeast has increased probably to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. I mean, that's just double what it was before. Lowering is getting bigger and darker, just continues to get better all the time. This lowering gets bigger and bigger. Now I can see lots of rising motion right underneath the wall cloud, but I'll tell you what, the biggest thing about this is our inflow has increased double of what it was before. Pop that map up real quick, Gary. I'm popping. Gary? Okay, I'm going to estimate 4 miles straight west of Cyril. Is that Highway 19? The strength of this rotation looks like to me this thing... Okay. Back up a little, back off just a little. Gary, the tornado continues on the ground. It doesn't show any signs of letting up right now. It doesn't look like it's weakening at this point. It looks like it's getting a little bit stronger. Yeah. Back off a little. There you go, right there. Right there. Excellent. Son of a pig. Gary, we got in sight. We can see a big Gary, are you there? Gary? Okay, we still got the tornado on the ground. The funnel is about halfway to the ground, but we can see a definite debris cloud, pretty violently rotating debris cloud right on the ground at this point. Now we're probably 1.5 miles from it right now. It looks like to me it's probably straight west, probably 3.5 or 4 miles straight west of Cyril. Moving north, you mean? Well, I wouldn't doubt it one bit. I'm gonna have to move. Gary. Okay, Gary, the tornado is... Tornado, Gary? Okay, Gary, the tornado... Gary, we're 3 miles west of Cyril. The tornado is approximately 3.5 miles west of Cyril. It's getting bigger. The funnel goes all the way to the ground now. I would say 4 miles directly west of Cyril. It might be just a little bit north of the highway. I'm not for sure yet. It looks like it's only about a mile north of us. Well, I'm going to get ready to tell you exactly where it is because we've got a road that goes right up behind it. So we're going to be on it. We're going to be closer to it in a minute. I can't believe that thing is going almost due north. We got disconnected. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Gary? Okay. It is north of the highway, probably a mile or so. Maybe a little over a mile, still about 4 west of Cyril, and about a mile or so north of the highway. It's not thrown up as big of a debris cloud as it was a while ago. The funnel's only about halfway to the ground. Okay. Okay. Gary, we're about probably a mile from it, mile and a half maybe. All the way to the ground now, all the way to the ground. We're probably a mile from it. Yeah, we're, like I said, we're about a mile. It's about a mile northwest of us. So that would put it probably about 4 or so west and maybe 2 north of Cyril. A good shot. Gary, you're right when you say it looks like the Watauga tornado. It looks almost exactly like the Watauga tornado. The condensation is all the way to the ground. It looks like to me it's trying to get bigger too. Major tornado. I think, oh my gosh, Gary, it's hitting something right now. We're on a hill. We're gonna try to get some good shots of this, but there's a lot of debris in the air. Lots of debris. Okay, it just went through something. I can't tell what it went through. It had to be a house or a barn because there was a lot of debris flying through the air. Now we are about a half a mile from the actual circulation on the ground, and it's a very narrow funnel, but it's rotating very strongly, Gary. There goes, wow, that is absolutely awesome. This thing is throwing up debris all over the place. Are you with me, Gary? Are you still with me, Gary? Okay, yeah, it's like I say, this thing is just tearing things up. It's like I say, the funnel is real small. I'd say the funnel might not be any wider than 100 yards, but it's throwing lots of debris. It's very intense at the surface. Very intense. Our inflow has stopped. There's basically nothing right here. We're a half a mile. As a matter of fact, we had light north winds the last time I looked. I saw some smoke back there. Gary, the funnel itself is growing at the ground level just a little bit. The funnel at ground level is now growing. It looks like it's a little bit wider than it was a while ago. Oh, this is one. beautiful tornado. It keeps throwing up all kinds of debris through the air. It's moving, it looks like it's moving north-northeast. Almost pretty much north-northeast. I mean, it's not, maybe even due north, I don't know. And it's about a mile from us now, so we're gonna have to move on down the road. I don't see any wraparound coming behind it at all. I don't see any wraparound precip. We've got great visibility where we're at. And we are southeast of it. Yeah. Man, that thing is just cruising. Oh, man. Well, Gary, we're probably about 1 mile from the base of the tornado. I see power flashes. It must have went across the power line. I just saw there's a bunch of debris going through the air now. A bunch of debris. Well, Gary, we're about a mile southeast of it. It hit a house or something because it just showered the air with debris. And now there's like thousands of little debris particles flying through the air right now. So I don't know what it hit, if it was a house. I can't see that far over there, but it definitely threw something up. And now we've got, Gary, we got tennis ball size hail on the ground up here in people's yards. I can't, we're not close enough to it to see it. About a half a mile from it again. And like, oh, we're getting leaves falling out of the sky right now around us. Oh, what an intense circulation. Gary, this thing has a very intense circulation right at the ground level. It's not very big around, but that, oh yeah, very intense. I mean, I don't see any structures right now in the direct path of it, but I wouldn't want to be in the path of it. Gary, are you there? This thing is rapidly weakened. We still have just a very light circulation on the ground, but the funnel's completely gone. I think the tornado is roping out and it's just about dead. Look at the stuff falling out of the sky. Okay.